Welcome back to Steelheads tonight. This is our third episode for the World Juniors. It's semifinal day. Uh, Great day of quarterfinals on Friday. We saw a couple, well, one big upset for sure. In Finland, taking down the USA in overtime.
That was a
Eliminated.
great that was a
Eliminated.
great thing.
Um, yeah, like Finland played well that whole game. Um, had the lead, then lost the lead, and played a great third period to take the lead back before US tied it again. And then when it got to overtime, the Finns just took over and thankfully beat the States in overtime to eliminate them from the tournament. So that was a fun game to watch on Friday. Then the Czechs, as we thought, took care of Switzerland no problem with a 6-2 win. Sweden took care of business against Latvia, and of
No
course,
surprises there.
like we said on Friday, that Canada should have had an easy game against the Slovaks, which they did, winning 7-1. Um,
Yes, very chippy game, I will say. Like I'm not sure what the Slovak head coach said to them after that first period, other than like I'm not saying like this is what he said, but it wouldn't surprise me if he's like, let's try to get their aggression and like not aggression out, but like let's let's do a couple of things out. Let's do a couple hits after the whistle to see how they respond. Let's piss them off so we can get penalties or offsetting minors or whatever like that. That wouldn't surprise me if he said something
yeah,
like that. Let's piss them off kind of thing.
at the end of the period there where the player went after Covey.
Yep, like that's
And,
what are you gonna
and
do as a skater? Like if you're a forward or defenseman and they try to go after your goalie, you go after that. You go after that guy. Like, and it's not like World Juniors are way different than NHL. Like in the World Juniors, you're not allowed fighting. But I'm like, if this was the OHL or anywhere in the CHL, you're dropping the gloves.
yeah, so let's talk about Ivan Kovic real quick. Coming in for a second game of the tournament in a quarterfinal matchup where it's winner go home. We
Yeah,
saw Dale Hunter do this in 2020 with Thomas Milic, I believe. And
that's great.
not right, or am I right?
I think you're right. I'm pretty sure they said that on the broadcast. It was Milic.
Yeah. So
I think it was Milic and Nico Dawes, wasn't it? Wasn't that the goalie tandem?
uh, I can't remember, but I know Milic replaced him, I believe. Where going into the medal round, Hunter changed goalies and then rode the hot hand going into the gold medal game, which they eventually did win. Could we see the same type of plan here from Coach Hunter with putting Ivan Kovic in against the Slovaks to try and get them back to gold and winning gold?
Yeah. Like the thing like I'm happy about being a Canada, like being a Canadian is that we're gonna be playing for a medal this year. Like that's what I'm very happy about. Like I feel like they underachieved last 2 years.
Oh, for sure, 1,000% underachieved. But it's hard when you go from having greats like Connor Bedard, who took over the team when he played for Canada,
Yeah, they
to
didn't have that type of guy. Like, and obviously, I think they're slowly but surely getting those kind of guys back that can just take over. Okay,
yeah, like
it was okay. This is what it was. It was Joel Hofer that took over for Nico Dawes in
uh,
2020.
okay. So I was wrong.
Yeah, I thought
Oh,
we were.
oh,
I thought we might. I just went on a shout out to Elite Prospects for all the work you do on your websites.
I'm not gonna be perfect.
No, nobody's perfect.
Nobody's nobody's
I
perfect.
remember. I remember someone did relieve Nico Dawes though. Like that's what I remember. I remember it was Nico Dawes who
But yeah, like,
not that.
can we see the same thing happen? Like, can we see Covey start the semifinals tonight? And if they get to gold tomorrow, can we see him start tomorrow too? Like, it's
Yeah,
a
I do feel like Covey's the guy now. Like
because
Carter George did not look like his best against Denmark, which like nothing against the country of Denmark, but they didn't have the best team this year.
and Covey's only allowed 2 goals in the tournament.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, the
I think
Latvia one gave us a little bit of a we panicked, not gonna lie. We panicked during that Latvia game, but Latvia basically beat themselves, so that doesn't we're not talking about that no more.
yeah, exactly. But yeah, like it's one of those things where you gotta ride the hot hand, and like we were saying on Friday, short leashes.
Yep. I can
He's a
easily see the
short
same
guy.
thing with Kobe. Like if Kobe lets in like what for example, 2 goals on 3 shots. Like I'm hoping that doesn't happen, but if it does happen, I know Dale Hunter will not hesitate.
Yeah, like
Carter
it's
George did beat Czechia, but the thing is he did let in 4
not
goals. Five 4 or 5 goals, one of the
five.
two.
But yeah, like it's not win or go home because you're playing for a medal no matter what. But
You prefer
obviously,
to play in
want to
gold because
be
then
in a gold medal game because then you at least get silver at the very least.
yeah, it's not
But
like when you go to a bronze medal game. It's like when if you lose a bronze medal game, you're not getting anything.
exactly, so you want to get to the gold medal game because the worst case scenario you get silver. Obviously, you
Yeah,
want the gold, but worst case scenario you get silver. And
Canada's main focus was getting back to the medal, was getting back to the gold medal game. Like they're like, we want a medal. That's our goal. Like we're not saying gold or bust. We're saying we want a medal.
yeah, so yeah, like yeah, um, Tisha Ginla
Oh
looks
my god, what
phenomenal.
Yeah, we've been
Um,
talking. He's been like a talking point in our household during these World Juniors. Like our dad is even saying like he thinks he's gonna be a great player, and he's showing sparks of what he can be. And obviously, he has a Hall of Fame dad in Jerome McGinley, so he's learning from one of the best hockey players in Canada history, I would say.
yeah, like we'll see going forward what Utah has in store for him because I think he's gonna thrive in Utah.
Yeah,
Um,
perfect place for him, in my opinion. A new franchise still; they're only in their second season in Utah, and I feel like the Utah Mammoth fans are gonna be very excited to like they've probably been very excited what they've seen from him in this tournament and be like, wow, this guy's our future. Like we're ready for him now, kind of thing.
yeah, and somebody else who has succeeded so far this tournament has been Perrick. He's looked phenomenal as well on the back end for
They've got a
Canada.
good one there. I'm honestly surprised when they actually loaned him to the World Juniors, but not complaining any not gonna, I'm not gonna complain when this the way this guy's been playing.
Yeah. Michael Misa was a little slow to start the tournament, but he's started to play a little bit better getting into the semis now. So hopefully he keeps it going.
Yeah, I think the big issue with him was he was hurt, and then he only
Yeah,
had like maybe
he
one or
missed
two
so much
rehab
time,
games.
and he
So
missed so much time, and then
yeah,
coming into camp late because San Jose was humming and hawing about letting him
do
go to
it.
the World Juniors.
And then they said, fine, you can go.
So he missed majority of camp. Not that it's a long camp with the World Junior team, but he did miss significant amounts of camp. I think he only got like one practice with them before getting into the last pre-tournament game. Um, Porter Martone, we were a little bit iffy on him after the first game when he took the unsportsmanlike penalty after scoring the empty netter, but he's uh, got his act together.
Yeah.
And
Like we said
is
before in a previous podcast, he had these issues as a Steelheads captain, like maybe pushing the line a little bit. Like
yeah, but
I
you
think he
guys,
learned as well. Like he's learning. Like he's still a kid. Like I feel like that was a wake up call for him when he did get that unsportsmanlike penalty. It's like okay, I know not to do that again. Like I'm the
yeah,
captain. I'm not the captain of the Steelheads. I'm the captain of Team Canada. I gotta get my act together even more now.
yeah. So let's see how it happens today. Like, because if the line of Iginla, Martone, and Misa is going, you got a great chance of beating the Czechs tonight and getting to the gold medal game.
And
Um,
if that line of McKenna, Martin, and Hage, is it Hag or Hage? It's Hage, I think. Yeah, those guys have been one of the guys, like one of the lines that's been really, really consistent. Like they've always seemed like they get at least 1 or 2 goals a game.
see,
So if those top two lines can be what they were against not Latvia, against Slovakia, it's gonna be a good game for them tonight.
I'm still scared about McKenna.
Yeah, like this guy's obviously projected to go #1 overall, but after that little mishap against Sweden in the pre-tournament game, it's like yeah, let's how about let's not trust this guy in front of our
I
net when it's in.
not trust him, but maybe not use him as an extra attacker
Yeah, I don't think he's
because
quite ready for that yet.
yes, accidents happen,
Oh yeah, it happens to the best of
own
us.
goals happen, but when you have an empty net twice, once for a delayed penalty and once for trying to tie the game, and you give the puck away, that can't be happening.
No, not at all. It shouldn't be happening.
And on the power play too, when McKenna's on the power play, he's given the puck away more than he's successfully connected with the pass with his teammates.
Yeah,
So it's either he has to shoot the puck or get him off the power play
yeah. I
because
feel like it's a little something that has to do with this. Him being an NCAA, I feel like that he's gotten like not like a reality check necessarily, but I feel like he's playing like guys who like obviously some of these guys are in their early 20s playing in NCAA. Like these are like some 21-year-old like guys. Like in only 16 games this year, he's only scored 4 goals and sure he has 14 assists, but when you look at his last season with Medicine Hat, he had 41 goals and 88 assists. Like you don't see those kind of numbers. Like you know what kind of player he can be, and I think moving that transit going to the transition to NCAA was kind of like a. I feel like it was a decision he had to he made that decision obviously, but I feel like at the same time it's like he's only 18 years old. Like was he really necessarily ready for that kind of jump necessarily?
yeah, we didn't see much of McKenna because he played in the W.
Yeah,
Um, so the only time we'd see him was last year at the World Juniors and this year at the World Juniors. So
he
we
only
didn't
had one goal. He didn't have a very good tournament last year. This year's been better, but like I feel like he's trying to be a little too fancy with it.
he's trying to be too fancy. That's the perfect um term to use there. He is trying to be too
Like
fancy.
I remember being a kid playing hockey. If I ever tried some of those moves, my coach would be yelling at me.
But mind you, you're also a goalie.
Yeah, I think that's what I was a
So
goalie, but I feel like
so you didn't
as a
need to worry about that too much. I
uh,
mean, if you played the puck and tried to do a fancy move,
well, well, remember our dad was my head coach when I played house league hockey. He told me never to play the puck, and I feel like he would have killed. I would have gotten a talkie to if I ever tried playing the puck.
I mean, towards the end you started to play the puck a little bit, but nothing like
I wouldn't be
extreme.
leaving my crease. Like if it came to me like if it was like a dump in, like a not a dump in, but like if it was coming towards me, I would be like, okay, I'm not covering this up. I'll play it into the corner.
Or if it was close to you, you'd put your stick out to move it away. But nothing like
I
going
wouldn't be
behind the
going
net.
out behind my net like
No,
how some goalies do.
no, I'm not saying that, but you'd stay between your posts for the most part. Maybe a little bit to the left and right out of it to move the puck away, but for the most part, you didn't leave that crease unless you were being pulled.
Yeah. Well, I was also a house league goalie, so I'm no, I'm no good. I'm not that good. I'm not like these kids who are playing in the CHL. Like I never, I was when I was their age, I was playing house league hockey.
Yeah. Well, we talked about McKenna, who's projected to go over our first overall in the draft. Um, so that segues us to a former number one pick in our alumni for Team Canada today, Connor Bedard, who really took the 2020 um, two World Junior Tournament, or no, 2023 World Junior Tournament by surprise. Um,
Yeah, 2 World Juniors for him, and he was just a stud. Like the fact he was still eligible last year, like in his first NHL. Well,
yeah,
I think one of his first NHL season, he was still eligible, but obviously the Blackhawks weren't going to loan him.
well, I look at it like this: in 14 games played in the World Juniors, he had 31 points over two tournaments.
I think we
That's
can all remember as well how much of a dynamic duo him and Mason McTavish were. That's during the Summer World Juniors, I think it was.
yeah, because that was the one where he wasn't invited in the first place, but then, or he was hurt in the winter.
Yeah, and then the Ducks said you can go.
No, I'm talking about Bedard, Jason. He
Talking
was
Bedard,
also
okay.
he was also hurt when it came to Christmas time, and then he was clear, like McTavish was in the summer, to play in the bubble in Edmonton again, which ultimately was great for Team Canada because they won. Um,
Yeah.
and, and then the following year in Halifax is when Bedard really took control over the team.
Flourished. Yeah.
9 goals in the tournament, 14 assists, 23 points.
Yeah. He's the kind of guy that Canada like always dreams about having. Like the fact that what he did in the World Juniors was amazing. It was very fun to watch.
And and this is not World Junior related, but the fact that he's not on the Olympic roster
Yeah.
at all is a snub.
Yeah. I feel like it has a little to do with his injury, but it wouldn't surprise me if like considering how many guys have already gone down with injuries after being named to the roster, we don't know how long those guys are gonna be out. And it wouldn't surprise me if they're like if Doug Armstrong is like, "Hey Connor, like we might need you now. Like when are you gonna be when you're gonna be playing again?"
Yeah. Well, that's a later thing to talk about because this is World Juniors, but
Hey, when you're
but
talking about
yeah,
Connor Bedard, it's always gonna come up like his World Junior time and he's been a snub off the Olympic roster.
yeah, and
That's
we'll
gonna be the
talk about
conversation
that.
for the next few months.
Yeah, we'll talk about that at a later date because this is a World Junior show. But yeah, so semifinals tonight, Finland versus the Swedes. That should be a good matchup. Finland and the Swedes have had a little bit of a rivalry lately, so it should be
Yeah.
a good
It's
game
always fun
tonight.
to see those kind of games.
So, I mean, I think Canada's in a good shape no matter what team in the gold medal game if they get there. But
Yeah.
it should be fun to watch. Hopefully, Canada can bring home the gold. But we shall see in a couple days what happens.
Yeah.
Um, Thanks everyone for your support over this World Junior tournament. It means a lot to us.
Yep, and
Um,
we'll be right back with the Steelheads content that you all love.
yeah, probably on Tuesday or Wednesday um, for that because we're gonna be setting up the
We'll be
weekend ahead
recapping the
and
state's road trip,
recap.
I guess you could say.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens tonight with the World Juniors and tomorrow with the World Juniors. But until we see you next time, thank you all for watching. Um, have a good weekend, rest of your weekend, and a good week.